him, serving the Lord's lotus feet, serving the Supreme Lord as a servant, serving him as a friend, and completely offering the Lord one's very self.
Bhajahure mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare. 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 Durlabha manava janam satsange. Durlabha manava Durlabha manava janam satsange. Durlabha manava Karavo e bhava sindhure. Karavo e bhava sindhure. Sita atap baat barishana e din jamini jagire. Sita atap baat barishana Sita atap baat barishana e din jamini jagire. Vifale se vino kripana durjana. Vifale se vino kripana durjana. Chapala sukhalava lagi. Chapala sukhalava lagi. Chapala sukhalava lagi. Ekana yovana putra parijana ite ke ase parati diye. Ekana yovana putra parijana ite ke ase parati diye. Dhana yovana putra parijana ite ke ache parati diye. Dhana yovana putra parijana ite ke ache parati diye. Kamala dala jala jivana talamala. Kamala dala jala jivana talamala.
Shri Tamritha ki
Jai.
Okay. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vinda
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vinda
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vinda
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vinda
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vinda.
So we should read the verse like this also.
Yes, you can.
So we read from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Aditya chapter 9, the desire tree of devotional service.
I don't know. What's the number, Rohit? 34. Ah. 934.
But there is one verse before without purpose. 33. So. Evriksheda hangahaya savasa chitana Badiya vyapira sabe sakara vuhana. Translation. All the parts of this tree are spiritually cognizant, and thus, as they grow, they spread all over the world. Now is the verse of today. Ekara marakara hani kahan kahan yaba.
Ekala malakar ami kaha kaha yab.
Ekara vakata para padiya vidaba.
Ekala vakata pala padiya vibha.
Ekara marakara hani kahan kahan yaba.
Ekala malakar ami kaha kaha yab.
Ekara yavakata para padiya vidaba.
Ekala vakata pala padiya vibhava.
Ekara marakara hani kahan yahan yaba.
Ekala malakar ami kaha kaha yab.
Ekara vakata para padiya vidaba.
Ekala vakata pala padiya vilaba.
Ekala malakara hami kahan kahan yaba.
Ekala malakara ami kaha kaha yab.
Ekala vakata phala padiya vidaba.
Ekala vakata pala padiya vilaba. Ekala malakara ami kaha kaha yab.
Ekala malakara hami kahan kahan yaba.
Ekala vakata pala padiya vilaba.
without music.
Okay.
Ekala malakara karam kaham yava.
Ekala malakarahani kahantanyava.
Ekala vakata pala padiya vilava.
Ekala vakata pala padiya vilava. Very good.
It's like a joke every morning. You have to do, this. Sometimes you have to learn language, certain syllables. You have this, how they call it?
I can understand. I can relate when I speak French.
So we should speak French or Bengali or Sanskrit or English now.
Quel choix.
Russian. Спасибо.
Спасибо.
So I have the English one in my hand, so
Okay.
I think it will be English. So translation word for word. Ekara
Ekala
alone.
Alone.
Malakara
Malakara.
gardener.
Gardener.
Hami
Ami.
ayam.
Ayam.
Kahan
Kahan.
where.
Where?
Kahan
Kahan.
where.
Where?
Yava
Yava.
shall I go.
Shall I go?
Ekara
Ekala.
alone.
Alone.
Va
Va.
or
Or.
kata
Kata.
how many.
How many?
Para
Pala.
fruits.
Fruits.
Padiha
Padiya.
picking.
Picking.
Viraba
Vilava.
shall distribute.
Shall distribute.
Okay, translation. I am the only gardener. How many places can I go? How many fruits can I pick and distribute? Purport. Here, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu indicates that the distribution of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra should be performed by combined force. Also, he is the supreme personality of Godhead. He laments, how can I act alone? How can I alone pick the fruits and distribute it all over the world? This indicates that all castes of devotees should combine to distribute the Hare Krishna Mahamantra without consideration of the time, place, or situation. Om Gyanatinabhasya Gyanandara Sharakaya Shakshunmita Vina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Mano Vishnu Stapita Mina Bhutale Sayam Rupa Kadavayam Dayati Swapadantikam Vandeyam Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamanam Shri Guru Vaishavam Cham Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sadivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Setam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Ganda Radha Kanta Namostute Tata Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabham Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Karpatarubhyacha Kripa Sindhubhyairacha Katitana Bhavadebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnu Pranaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Prashavine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Bhaskatya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ekala Marakala Ami Kahan Yaba Ekala Vakata Pala Padiya Vidaba. I am the only gardener. How many places can I go? How many fruits can I pick and distribute? So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to read the Nectarian of Chaitanya Chaitamrita. Chaitanya Chaitamrita is the real nectar. We can feel it's full of love of God in this book. And this verse is particularly enthusiastic for all of us for distributing the fruits of love of God. It's Krishna Das Kaviraj. He knows the mind of the Lord. He can know what the Lord wants. We don't always know, but at least we can surrender to the person who knows. And Srila Prabhupada, Krishna Das Kaviraj, they know what Lord Chaitanya wants. And here it's a description of the mind of Lord Chaitanya, what he wants, what is the wish of the Lord. And it's quite clear. We can try to speculate, but it's difficult in this place. I am the only gardener. How many places can I go? How many fruits can I pick and distribute? So, if you understand English, you can understand this sentence. It's not very complicated. So, the wish of the Lord is to distribute love of God, these fruits of the desire tree of devotional service. And this desire tree is, like we read in the verse just before, is all the part of this tree are spiritually cognizant, and thus, as they grow, they spread all over the world. So this is the nature of this tree to spread all over the world. And we see in our parampara with Bhaktisiddhanta and Srila Prabhupada how this happened. Before, Krishna was known mainly in India, but by the mercy of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and Srila Prabhupada, this tree and Krishna became known all around the world. And we see how successful Srila Prabhupada could be by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. And this is again a proof of this statement of Krishna Das Kaviraj. So we can think it's impossible what Srila Prabhupada did. How he left India with 60 rupees in his pocket, in a boat, Jaladuta, with books and love. He had the love of Krishna in his heart, and how he could open temples all around the world. It's just impossible. Materially, it's impossible. So this is a proof that this statement is empowered by Lord Chaitanya. It's not just Krishna Das Kaviraj, but Lord Chaitanya who speaks through Krishna Das Kaviraj. That his wish is that love of God is spread all over the world. And without any distinction of place, time, so consideration of time, place, and situation. Shri Nitai Sai Sutta Ki Jai, Shri Jagannath Bhajan Subhadra Ki Jai, Shri Radha Parishwara Ki Jai. So this is the wish of Nitai Sai Sutta, who are just here next to us, that we go in Paris and distribute love of God we distribute Radha Parishishvara to all the inhabitants of Pali. Parishishvara don't live in Palis. Parishishvara live in Vrindavan. But by the mercy of Krishna, he came here and Radharani brought him here. So Lord Chaitanya Satisutta brought Parishishvara here to Palis. By the power of love, he could attract Krishna here. And we saw yesterday that nothing can stop the spreading of the name of God. Police, they don't have this Shakti. They cannot stop the devotee. They can put some law, you don't play instrument, you don't use a microphone, no problem. Krishna don't depend on a microphone or instrument. Krishna is independent, is Parat. Don't depend on any situation, any consideration of time, place and situation. And because the wish of Krishna in this Kali Yoga is to spread this love of God all over the world, nothing can stop this. Even the police cannot stop us. And we saw it, actually was really ecstatic. Maybe at the beginning, little frustration, okay, we cannot use instrument. But Krishna gave us the intelligence, gave us the desire for chanting and spreading this name. And after many people was receptive to this chanting, so it not depend on microphone. And this is the statement of Krishnadas Kaviraj in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, that this love of God will be spread without this consideration of time and place. I want to read this verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita, where Krishnadas Kaviraj explained that Panchatattva. So I will read a few verses who are really inspiring for all of us. So it's in the chapter 7, who describe the Panchatattva, the 5 features of the Panchatattva. Chapter 7. You can listen. So, the characteristic of Krishna are understood to be the storehouse of transcendental love. Also, the storehouse of love certainly came with Krishna when he was present, it was still. But when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came with his associate of the Panchatattva, they broke the seal and plundered the storehouse to taste transcendental love of Krishna. The more they tasted it, the more their taste for it grew. So you will not become satiated. More you will distribute, more you will want to distribute. So if you don't want to become addict, don't try. But if you try, you cannot stop, because Krishna will send you more people to get this love, and you become addicted to it. Even if you don't have, even if there is no result, in your heart you will keep this desire if you try one day. It's very transcendental feeling, this feeling of distributing books. And sometimes you have some difficulty in your spiritual life, it becomes more difficult. Krishna is testing our determination, but this seed of love of God, who is manifest in the fact of preaching and distributing the book of Prabhupada, you will keep it. And whatever difficulty, you will keep this desire for spreading love of God. And more you do it, more you become thirsty after doing this. You want more and more and more to distribute these books. This is what happens often when we go to distribute books in the street. We start, it's really difficult. The mind is saying us, what are you doing? Go to the temple, go to a good prasadam, go to a chant for the deities, go to, okay. But if you pass this test of the mind and you pass this difficulty with the mind, say, no, this one don't want the book, this one cannot receive the books, this one is a Muslim, this one is a Christian, this one is French, this is what happens when we are on the street. The mind said there's so many reasons for why we should not try to distribute the books. But if we do the effort, Krishna will reciprocate, and actually we see that it's not depending on any condition. It's what say Krishna Das Kavila chapter. I will read the verse after. Shri Panchatattva then said, dance again and again, and thus made it easier to drink nectarian love of Godhead. They danced, cried, lost, and chanted like madmen, and in this way they distribute love of Godhead. So we see what is the process. We should go chant and become mad after the holy name, and this will spread the holy name all around the world. We have to become mad like the member of the Panchatattva when we chant the holy name. So this is a verse I wanted really to speak about. Patra patra vicharanahi naistana stana yeyana payatana kare premadana. In distributing love of Godhead, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associate did not consider who was a fit candidate and who was not, nor where such distribution should or should not take place. They made no condition. Wherever they got the opportunity, the member of the Panchatattva distributed love of Godhead. So this is the mood when you go to distribute books. You should not consider anything. You should not think this one is good, this one will take the book, this one will not take. Sometimes we are a little bit attached to the results, so we try to find which one we take. But the real mood is we should try to everyone without any distinction. Because this is the wish of Lord Chaitanya. That these fruits, we all take it, we test it, and we give it. This is how this fruit is growing and this desire tree is growing. This is how the gardener will be happy. The gardener, Lord Chaitanya, is a real person who will help us to grow this bhakti in our life. And this is what is saying in this verse. I'm the only gardener. How many places can I go? How many fruit can I pick and distribute? Actually, if we really think about, Lord Chaitanya could do everything. Because he is the Lord, so if he wants to give love to everyone, he could do it. So why he didn't do it? Anyone have an idea why he didn't do it? He cannot.
To give the credit to his devotees.
Yeah, he wants that we do it. Because he wants that we are glorified. Actually, the one of the desires, the more deep desire of the Lord is that his devotee will be glorified. So when he sees some sincerity in one devotee, he will give every credit to this person. He will not take anything. The Lord actually don't want any credit. He's the Lord, he don't want to be glorified. He just wants that his devotee will be glorified. And this is why Prabhupada was so successful, because he was really sincere in this endeavor to please the Bhaktisiddhanta and to spread love of God all over the world without consideration. And he could be criticized. Some Brahmana will say, they are not qualified, this European, they are Yavana, Chandal. Yesterday we saw that in the burger, one of the restaurant, there was a sandwich and the sauce was sauce chien. La sauce chien.
Dog sauce.
Dog sauce. So this is what the Europeans are eating. They are eating dogs, they are eating everything. They are chandal, they are not qualified for love of God. So this is why some of the God brother of Srila Prabhupada was criticizing Prabhupada. Why you give second initiation? Why you give Brahmana initiation to this Chandal and Yavana? They are not qualified. But this is not the case because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made them qualified by giving them all the reservation for being so-called Brahmana. So this is not like yesterday was saying Rasapalayana, this devotee of Vrindavan who was blessing the European to take birth in Brahmana family in their next life. And when they went back to Prabhupada, Prabhupada said to go to them and said to bless them to take birth in Western country for preaching Lord of God in this country.
We bless you, we bless them so that you born in the western part
Yeah.
and you'll meet the Harinam party.
Yeah. So this is the real blessing actually. And we are protected by Lord Chaitanya. We should not lament, I'm not in Vrindavan, I'm not in Mayapur, I'm not in India. Actually, this is better than India because all the mercy of Lord Chaitanya is there. And the member of Panchatattva, they want to be with us, they want to pray, to spread love of God. So if we really have this mood, better to be here than to be in India, in Vrindavan, and just sleep when we chant our rounds. This is real love of God, to spread love of God in France, like Rasaparayana. He left Delhi for coming here for pleasing Janda Goswami. This is love of God. This is what Lord Chaitanya is pleased by. So this is what we should do. So let's read just
You don't have to do anything, you have to stay here. You don't have to go
by your
further.
mercy. So let's read the Bhagavad of Prabhupada on this verse. There are some rascals who are there to speak against the mission of Lord Chaitanya by criticizing the Krishna consciousness movement for accepting European and American as Brahmana and offering them sannyas. But there is an authoritative statement that in distributing love of Godhead, one should not consider whether the recipient are European, American, Hindu, Muslim, etc. The Sri Krishna consciousness movement should be spread wherever possible, and one should accept those who thus become Vaishnava as being greater than Brahmana, Hindu, or Indian. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu desired that his name is spread in each and every town and village on the surface of the globe. Therefore, when the cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is spread all over the world, should those who embrace it not be accepted as Vaishnava, Brahmana, and Sannyasi? These foolish arguments are sometimes raised by envious rascals, but Krishna-conscious devotees do not care about them. We strictly follow the principles set down by the Panchatattva. So this is a really strong statement, but we should understand the mood of Lord Chaitanya. This is the only way to understand Krishna in this age of Kali. You cannot break the storehouse of love of God if you don't pass through Lord Chaitanya. And understanding Lord Chaitanya is understanding his mood. And his mood is to spread all over the world without any consideration of time, situation, birth, whatever. So this is one part in this part of the desire tree of devotional service. We should understand that it's very pleasing to Lord Chaitanya that all of us will take this mission of trying to plant this seed, to spread this seed of love of God in every place without consideration. And he will give us all the credit. We're not doing it for it. We're not doing that for the credit. We're not doing that for being glorified. We're doing that for glorifying the Lord and glorifying this love of God who Lord Chaitanya came to give. But if we do it, Krishna will give us the credit and we try to reject it. We don't want the credit, we want the pleasure of Lord Chaitanya. And this pleasure is by going in every town and village and try to distribute it. And we can go in more deep. Actually, sometimes I've been in some town in France where it was already like a dead town. But we can always find someone who wants a book, who will read this book. And we don't know what this book will do, because Srila Prabhupada say if they read only one word, they will be saved. And saved means they will get love of God. So this tree can spread in every town and village. If Lord Chaitanya said it, we need to have this faith. We should not put doubt in it. If we put some doubt in it, maybe we will have difficulty at the beginning, but we have to become stronger. We have to become stronger and accept the word of Krishnadas Kaviraj and Lord Chaitanya. And by accepting it, we'll be fully happy to do this service of spreading the Lord Chaitanya message. So I didn't prepare this class, I just spoke on what was coming to my mind and my heart. If you want to have some comment or some discussion on this verse and this topic.
Yeah, can you just, I didn't catch this point about some devotee being in India and Prabhupada blessing them to go to Europe and vice versa. I didn't get the point.
Sorry, because my English is not good. So, he was in Vrindavan, and he was going to the Goswami temple, like doing all the parikrama of Vrindavan. And in this temple, the Brahmana, the priest, was blessing them to take birth in their next life in a Brahmana family in India. And so this disciple of Prabhupada came back to Prabhupada and said, so we had the blessing to come back in Brahmana Indian family in our next life. And Prabhupada said, so now you go to see them back and you bless them to take birth in Western country to be in the Harinam Sankirtan movement of Lord Chaitanya and to know Ram of God.
Amazing.
It's amazing the statement of Prabhupada. God decided to send them back to the Brahmana. I don't know, I would like to have the next of the story, but I don't.
So you were mentioning about the mood of book distribution, that we should try to reach out everyone. And at the same time, I remember when Vaishishika Prabhu gave a seminar back in Mayapur, it was maybe 1-2 years ago. You know, it was really captivating because he was showing these slides, you know, and on the slide he was showing who is like a ready person and a not ready person.
Okay.
He was explaining Ripen, not Ripen, Ripen, and he was showing the slide back and forth, like this was a very funny moment. And so yes, we should try everyone, but at the same time, we shall be also conscious of our capacity to preach to this or that person. And so how to balance this, how to reconcile these two aspects?
My feeling and my understanding is that we should be always comfortable in our action of preaching. We should, if you feel discomfortable to approach a Muslim with a void and you you will not give them the book. They will not take it if you feel bad to do it. So you have to feel okay to do it. But when you do it, my experience that after sometimes something happening, you don't see anything disturbing for you. Like Lord Chaitanya is just giving you and like he's pushing you, go to him, go to him, go to him.
Become mad.
And yeah, you become a little mad like Malaj is doing also. You become mad and you don't care for anything. You just care for one thing is to give the book. And people become attracted by this. And yesterday, for example, at the end, I had this, and I was speaking with one boy. After a second boy came to speak with us because he heard what we were saying. After a third one came, and it was like a class after happening in the street. At the beginning, I just started to speak with one who was really interesting. He was asking so nice question. And the second one heard the question and start to come and say, oh, really nice your question, and start to speak about his experience or listen his experience. And after the third one came and start to say, I want a book. And so this, what happened if you become attractive, you get the
Magnet.
Krishna, you get this attraction from Krishna, and people come to you when you don't have to think who is qualified. Krishna will inspire them in the heart.
Yeah, so you start humbly by doing what you feel comfortable with,
Yeah.
and then you wait for the
Merci.
special mercy.
Yeah, it's not coming always also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But by chanting is often and often it's coming this.
It's true.
You at the beginning I never think it will come. I always think I will struggle. And yesterday was typical with the police, and
Yeah.
I was feeling, oh, will be difficult, we cannot chant. I was joking with Patita Pavano, you look like the Christian who was singing by clapping the hand in the street like this. So every time I was joking at him, he was laughing, and I was laughing at him. And, but after he came, because this is not our wish actually, this is the wish of Lord Chaitanya. So even if you don't have the wish, Krishna will give you the wish to do it after some time.
At the beginning, like no one was stopping, and Dayal Nitai Prabhu, he told me, oh, I forget how it was like to be in the street. I prefer to do shop to shop. He told me like that. And then I saw the score yesterday, like 20 Mahabhiga.
I have to reveal my secret.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday during the meeting, I came out to go to the toilet at one point, and one Indian was in the temple and said me, I came to buy a book because he's doing with the children. So he bought 9 Bengali guitar and 3 French guitar, so 12 guitar. So this is the secret for my score. In the street I did only 8. But
But you were
whatever,
supposed to be in the meeting.
it gave you some enthusiasm this morning, so it's nice.
So you went to toilet and this guy came the same time, right?
Yeah, when I came out, he said, hey, Priyalani, where is Priyalani? I said, she's not here. What do you want? What do you want?
Nice.
No problem.
It's a team effort. It's a team effort.
Oh my god, they are animal with
I should put on the name of Priyalani,
Yeah.
sorry.
That's okay. Wow, amazing. Thank you for sharing.
But yeah, by saying this, the fact that yesterday we had we understood that we cannot use instrument and so on. It's Yumi Mataji who first formulated it, like, but anything is Krishna's mercy anyway, and probably it's a way for the Lord to engage everyone in the singing,
Yeah.
because it's true that usually now with the mics, with the instruments, sometimes we're a bit in the cloud, but singing, after some point.
It's true.
But yesterday we felt, and this was the mention in this verse, like distribution of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra should be performed by combined forces.
Yeah, yes,
And it's true that
Everybody was
yesterday
like
everyone was clapping, was
Yeah.
singing.
Mm.
So yes, maybe a little less loud and be attractive because people far cannot hear, but still we felt very beautiful energy.
Mm.
And everyone was trying to participate during all
Yeah,
the Harinam.
there is no down.
Mhm.
It was already. Combined force is very important. This is also how Lord Chaitanya came in this Kali Yoga. He say his weapon are his associate. So in same way, by associating with devotee, this is how we have our weapon. So, Krishna Vanam Trisha Krishna. Krishna Vanam Trisha Krishna. Sango Paga.
Sangat Pangasta Parshadu.
Parshada. So this is
Krishna Praya Sankirtana.
Yagye Sankirtana Praya Yajanti Sumedasa. So this is a very important verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. So he said that all his weapon are his associate. He don't take any weapon in this age of Kali. His associate are his weapon. So this combination, this cooperation in spreading the love of God, this is the best way to follow in footsteps of Lord Chaitanya. And we feel when we go alone to distribute books, okay, we have a lot of mercy. It's difficult, it's really,
Still.
yeah, feeling, ça fait peur, frightening to go like this. But Krishna is always protecting us. But when we go together, it's more easy, it's easier to distribute, to chant. So we should combine ourselves to get this strength. Lord Chaitanya will be pleased. Anything else? Rohit, Prabhu, question? No question? No doubt? So we go in the street.
Take your books.
Okay. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sankirtan movement ki jai. Gaura Premanandi.
Dayal Nitai Prabhu ki jai. Daisy dressing ki jai.
Beautiful. Who did
This is that's beautiful.
the Ganakas today?
Dayal Nitai.
Big servant today. Big. Today we wanted big.
And even
Even Subhadra.
Subhadra was thinking. Even
When I finish the Gandha,